Let's watch this YouTube video. Parasocialism. Chat, our community is parasocial, yes. It's like on like a friendship thing though. It's not like a, hey, I wanna fuck you. You know what I mean? It's not like that, dude. We're still parasocial to an extent. We ain't gonna deny that. Okay. Let's watch.
Parasocialism. It's a one-sided relationship where a person knows so much about a particular content creator.
Oh, we're not parasocial. We just in a relationship. I'm your Mr. Streamer Man. It goes both ways.
Influencer, fictional character.
What you mean we not? In front of our kid? Okay, all right, I'm sorry.
And in this case, VTuber, and forms a certain kind of attachment towards them, while those figures knows nothing about that person.
See, I know everything about you guys though. I feel like yes, some VTubers are like hella parasocial, but at the same time, I'm in y'all faces 24/7. I follow half of y'all on fucking Twitter. When we play games 24/7, I invite you guys in the calls so I can learn about you guys. We do mod interviews, we do talent shows, we do fucking confessions, we do all that shit so I can get to know. I know what your rooms look like. I know what your mothers look like. I know what your grandmas look like. I don't do that just for content. I do that to get to know y'all, okay?
Those kinds of attachment depends on the viewer and content creator.
You skipped my mother. She was probably ugly. I probably didn't want to do it to her. Respectfully, I did that to save your mother because you didn't want to save your mother. I did it for you because a lot of y'all posted pictures of your mother and they weren't good looking. And you too, if you're wondering what video we talking about, I rated Chat's moms. I did a smash or pass on them if you want to check that out.
About that person. Those kinds of attachment depends on the viewer and content creator, be it familial, friendly, or romantic in nature.
See, we just not romantic.
Insidious. Creeping up on people and developing without them not even knowing. One day they could enjoy a particular streamer, influencer, or VTuber, and the next they'll find their heart suddenly broken upon hearing those influencers might be in a relationship.
Oh man, yo, you remember this shit? Fucking, what was it? I think she had a Discord notification pop up on screen when she was streaming and it said like, hey babe, or something like that. And then she got exposed for being in a relationship and then all her fans were fucking going crazy. But her like, it wasn't just like a normal like streamer viewer relationship like us. It was like she was marrying her viewers. Like she was selling rings, you know what I mean? And like, I love you forever. You know what I mean? That shit get dangerous. I would never do that because I'm sure some of y'all are crazy for real. I know for a fact some of y'all crazy. You're gonna come hunt me down. I'm gonna get a knock on my door and shit. You're gonna be like, hey Kenji, I love you.
While in most instances people just unsubscribe or unfollow, or even the usual petty whining in some random image board or Twitter thread, some instances can be so deranged and horrific, like committing after their favorite characters die, or stalking, harassing, and scaring their.
That's real? Someone deleted themselves because who was their favorite character? Neji? No one even likes him. Let him die. That's like the only motherfucker that ever died in Naruto and he's ass, to be honest.
Favorite content creators their entire life. In recent years, parasocialism has been vilified by literally everyone. Some critiques and problems exaggerated, but often they parrot the same opinion. Parasocialism, bad. And in one way, I agree. The deepest ends of parasocialism are cause for one of the internet's most fucked up stories. But I don't think parasocialism is necessarily bad.
It's not bad. Okay. To an extent, if we're like acting like we're in a relationship together, yes, I feel like that's bad. But at the same time, I feel like parasocialism got me through very rough times. Sitting there watching Dashie, watching Berleezy, you know what I mean? Growing up, having no one around, I felt like I had like a big brother or like best friend. It kind of, you could say it's weird or whatever the fuck, but like when you have no one there, bro, no mom, no dad, no one, bro, and at the end of the day you just have a content creator there, that low-key kind of, I mean, it saved me low-key. You see what I'm saying?
See, parasocialism is more nuanced than that. While everyone simplifies it to just a person developing some kind of obsessive or unrequited attachment towards some
I trauma dumped y'all, and what, bitch?
one or something, there are actually layers and depths to consider. A weeb seeing the boys on Trash Taste and listening to their podcast every day because they're just like me for real. A man inspired after his favorite influencer that once suffered the same problem that he had, overcome it. A man deciding to learn a language just because their favorite VTubers knows how to speak it. Parasocialism isn't the Venta Black concept that many people paint it as. It can be healthy. In fact, I would argue most cases of parasocialism is actually healthy. We all have parasocial relationships in some shape or form. By its technical definition, being a fan of someone is a parasocial relationship.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, and if anyone in here doesn't fuck with parasocialism, I'm gonna be completely honest, look at your walls. It's probably plastered with fucking Jimin and a bunch of K-pop groups, let's be honest. Motherfuckers, you're not fooling anyone. You're in a parasocial relationship right now.
And most of the time, that actually helps us grow, like learning a language, mastering an instrument, becoming a good dancer, or even just a temporary escape from the harsh world so that we can come back refreshed and ready to face it again.
That part.
Sometimes we just need our role model and Oshis to give us encouraging words.
That part.
Sometimes we just need a temporary escape. But when people start depending on them and reach the deep end, that's when the parasocialism problem actually becomes a problem. When requests for words of encouragement become pushy for words of validation. When instead of being inspired by your favorite content creators to fix your issues, one ignores it and retreats to them for comfort. When one escapes reality and leaves for good. Many people have talked about the dangers of parasocialism, especially that of a romantic nature. I'm not going to be one of them, though I did offer my opinion, and that's going to be crucial for my overall message in this video. No, I'm here to answer another question that nobody seems to have answered yet. Is the parasocialism problem for VTubers worse?
For sure. But at the same time, I feel like we only looking at motherfucking Niji Sanji members and HoloLive members. Why are we not looking at the indie Well, I feel like the indies are probably worse. I've seen a lot of motherfuckers whispering into their mic like they want to fuck.
But how do you even measure that? What is a base form of parasocialism? By worse, I don't actually mean the level of intensity, because parasocial fans going absolutely batshit crazy over their favorite influencers is not exclusive to VTubers. In fact, I actually think in terms of degree, the VTuber industry isn't that problematic. At least, compared to K-pop and Dream stans.
I mean, it's very up there, though. The motherfucker is close. I'm gonna be honest, some of these fandoms kind of collide and mesh into one.
They're way fucking
not K-pop, but you right. No, he's definitely speaking facts right now.
worse. By worse, I mean how heavily the culture of VTubing not just revolves around it, but also needs it. Even more so than normal streaming communities. In fact, the industry banks on it. Indirectly encourages it. However, this isn't exactly new. Tons of companies and industries like the K-pop industry, the American boy band culture, and the Japanese idol culture fosters and encourages parasocialism in all manners of depth, because it's the thing that draws in the money. It also doesn't help that the VTuber boom started in 2020, literally the time where many people were isolated, lonely, and in a bad spot in their life due to pandemic lockdowns. While the healthy part of parasocialism got these people to forget about their loneliness momentarily and eventually get back to their feet, the dangerous part is that now some people vicariously live off of these anime girls. But while parasocialism exists everywhere in the media, streaming communities in general are more prone to developing it, since viewers and fans actually have a line of direct communication with that person. Viewers share their vulnerabilities with the streamer. They banter, they have inside jokes, and it makes it so that the viewer feels like they know this streamer for real, like they're close friends with them, when in reality they aren't. And eventually, they go to their streams every time just so they can talk to them, to see what they're up to. Eventually, they develop a parasocial bond.
We have a parasocial bond, don't we, chat? Why is there a wave of no's from a bunch of motherfuckers tier 3 subbed for like 7 years straight to my channel? Like, you're not fooling anyone. Who do you think you're fooling, buddy?
Whether that's on the healthy side or on the deep end ultimately depends on the individual viewer. However, parasocialism can actually also go the other way around. In fact, I'd argue parasocialism first starts on the streamer or VTuber's end.
True.
Relatability is a tricky thing to manage as a VTuber. In one hand, they absolutely need it so that people can connect with them and understand them better, which is part of a healthy parasocial relationship, of course, but afterwards, it's their responsibility to put up proper boundaries. Still, no matter
my boundaries are no booty play. Everything else is fair game. Just stay away from my booty hole man.
what you do, even if you put up that boundary, there will always be fans that will fall to the deep end of parasocialism. Gachis exist for everyone, not just for VTubers. Putting up boundaries serve to lessen the impact of those gachis. But I can't entirely blame the gachis though, because it's actually the influencers that start seeing their chat as their friends first. Because the chat is always there, cheering for them and occasionally tossing them money. Who am I to deserve your time and money? I need to repay you would become their mentality. And
no, that's not my mentality. My mentality is y'all like me and I like y'all too. And I like bullying you. You're stupid fucking chat, stupid chat. Buster, 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 bitch. I like beating y'all asses in games too.
For better or worse, usually worse, when eventually the VTubers
I think Genshin K-pop and VTuber fans are all annoying as shit. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
shares their vulnerabilities, past traumas, and too much of themselves to their audience. It's an indirect invite for other people to start pouring their hearts too, and thus starts a cycle where they essentially feed on each other. Some people trauma dumps during a random moment on a stream and sees their VTuber as a
I feel like anyone that trauma dumped in the stream got laughed at and then probably cried, respectfully. I made it precedent, like that's my boundary. I already told y'all, if you trauma dump in my chat, look at these fucking idiots. Look, they proving my point. They're so fucking dumb. Holy shit, they're fucking dumb as shit. Chad, look at them. They it's like they don't even know they're doing it. They just see it and just, they're fucking stupid.
waifu therapist, and some people dedicate entire months of their lives making videos worshipping a single VTuber. Okay, maybe two. It's especially worse for VTubers who are troubled because the chat starts developing some kind of savior complex. That's the reason why a lot of VTuber fans love unstable girls and menheras, because they're just like me for real, and to them, they're way cuter than a normal professional VTuber. As such, this is a part of the job for most VTubers. Even if one is literally the funniest VTuber ever, they often need to skirt the edges of parasocialism, even more so than regular streamers, to find the middle between the shallow and the deep end. They can't stay completely
The deep end. How deep you want to go?
unparasocial with their audience for long because parasocialism is the lifeblood
Stop,
of
my
this
fault.
industry. It's what fans expect and want from VTubers. Most VTubers fortunately manage to find these sweet spots, and those that go over the edge end up in unpredictable places. As examples, Rusha got gutted and was humiliatingly exiled from Hololive, and
Damn.
Vox is seeking professional mental help after the whole Reimu drama, and maybe
Damn.
developing into a menhera himself. Yes, they're still active and popular, but they've earned themselves quite controversial reputations. Yes, they're still making bank, and they still want to pursue the GFE and BFE experience. But at what cost? Of course, I'm not saying that Rusha or Vox deserve the mental damage that was inflicted upon them due to parasocial fans and criticism, but what I am saying is that it's par for the course. Things like these were not naturally going to happen.
Go ahead.
There's even a chance that it'll continue to worsen as they keep descending into the abyss. And again, everything that I've said so far aren't exclusive to VTubers. They happen to regular streamers too. However, the reason why I think it's a tad more problematic for VTubers is because VTubers are easier to objectify.
False. I'm gonna say this right now. Bullshit. Bullshit. I was a fucking IRL streamer and I'm a fucking VTuber. I'm gonna be completely honest. Not only was it weird to getting a fucking what's it called, that parasocial shit as an IRL person, because it felt like it was like, I'm chilling, right? I don't have brown hair, blue eyes, fucking I'm not a white guy, okay? So I don't really know. Fuck it. I lost my shit, my train of thought.
VTubers appear as anime characters. They play into a kayfabe or character archetype, and due to this, it's really easy to forget that they're still human, that they're just entertainers, that they're just doing their job. There's already a growing global culture of men replacing real relationships with waifus.
Yikes.
And pair this up with the idol culture, which I'll talk about later, and you get a special
Oh,
kind of
idol
problem.
culture is terrible.
But things get even more complicated when you remember that it's part of the magic of VTubers. Them role-playing is part of the appeal of the gimmick of VTubing. VTubers are basically interactive shows when you think about it. Them acting like caricatures, playing into tropes, being a NEET because they're just like me for
Stop.
real,
Okay.
playing into the shipping culture, these are all parts of a VTuber's appeal, and the natures of these appeal makes parasocial relationships all the more easier to form. It's much harder for VTubers to manage their fans because they have to keep that magic alive while making sure most of their fan base doesn't fall too deep into parasocialism. And if their fanbase have already fallen into the deep end, whether intentionally or accidentally,
What I don't like is motherfuckers will literally go so hard with the parasocial relationship shit, and then every time I'll see a fucking Twitter video of like some random fucking VTuber like, guys, you guys have went too far, and then you fucking scroll like on their feed a little bit, like just maybe like 2 tweets before that, and it's literally like, I'm gonna fuck you. I love you, baby. Like, get the f out of my face with that bullshit, bro.
they start walking on eggshells. Most of the time, VTubers fail in managing that balance because parasocialism is already a key component of the VTuber culture, and sometimes it even dictates the success of a VTuber. Of course, while parasocialism is already a necessary component for a regular streamer or influencer, in the case of VTubers, parasocialism isn't just necessary, it's glorified. Enter the simping culture. Originally, the word simp was an insult to men who like female content creators a little too much. to a point where they'd spend a shit ton of money in hopes of getting some action in return. But during the VTuber boom, fans have not only adopted that word, they turned it into a badge of honor. The most loyal simps and the craziest, most active whales are respected and glorified. Someone who cashes out literally tens of thousands of dollars to super chat their Oshis in a single month are labeled as mad lads, a god amongst men. Half of the fanbase look at this ironically, but the other half do so unironically. Somehow, the simping culture has distorted our perception of such herbivore behavior. Somehow, the simping culture has made this the norm of the industry. And while I agree that this culture is part of what makes the VTuber community unique, it doesn't make it any less weird when you actually look at it from the outside and look at it without rose-tinted glasses. But again, this culture is what makes the industry special. For better or worse, it is also part of the magic of VTubing. In fact, this culture is why the VTuber boom happened in the first place, and why Hololive became the most popular global VTuber agency. Because the thing about industries is that the top dogs will always be the trendsetters. What they do is what most people follow.
You talking about me? I be saying trash chat, you know what I mean? Check my motherfucking pedigree, check the calendar, you feel me? Look when I do my shit and look when other motherfuckers. I'm just saying, I gotta say that motherfucker right now, they be riding my dick for real. All right, my fault.
Follow in order to get a similar result. Hololive's idol niche became the meta for the industry when the VTuber boom happened, and as a result, idols and VTubers have become intertwined, permeating to every corner of the VTuber industry. Idols have something of a problem with parasocialism already, so it's only natural that it was going to make it worse. The toxic side of the idol culture, which is the whole not talking to males thing among others, spread out across the VTuber industry. It's not that any agency, including Hololive, is forcing their VTubers to follow this toxic part of the culture and be parasocial, because it's mostly perpetuated both by the viewers and the
Her titties look crazy.
VTuber.
My
And
fault.
while this industry has been doing well to shed off toxic parts of the idol culture, like the whole not allowed to talk to males thing, heavy parasocialism is still the lifeblood of the community, and it's where the VTuber industry is still going. One thing that I've observed too is that the parasocial aspect of VTubing
Chat.
is worse for the East.
I honestly think, listen to me very closely, I think I'm gonna start turning into a more traditional VTuber. I'm gonna start playing into the shipping. You're gonna see me start fucking. I'm going crazy, bro. I'm unsubbing. It's fine. I'm gonna have an army of simps, chat. I'm gonna act like a little bitch, for real. I'm a bottom, hey. That's what I'm gonna start fucking doing, bro.
Industry than the Western side. The Japanese, the Chinese, or really Asians in general are more prone to fall into the deep end of parasocial relationships, and as a result, they're the most loyal and profitable, but also the most volatile. There's a fine line between dangerous and healthy parasocialism. In fact, that's pretty much the point of this video, to find that line. To find that balance, both as a viewer or a streamer.
You don't get tired of that quick?
Socialism are healthy VTuber and fan relationships, when a VTuber knows that their chat are just their fans and not their friends, appreciating them but still keeping a distance. When viewers know that the VTubers are just doing their job, still buying into their kayfabe and having fun but maintaining a healthy separation. But dangerous parasocialism is dependency or codependency between VTuber and fan, when the lines blur both for the chat and streamer, and they feel the need to see each other to complete their day. When the viewers start seeing the VTuber as their waifu therapist, a romantic, or their friend. Healthy parasocialism is the reason that the magic of VTubers exists, and it's one of the elements that make VTubing unique. Enjoying your Oshis as cute anime girls doing cute anime things is one of the most unique experiences of online entertainment. But dangerous parasocialism is the horror of the VTuber community, as it can ruin entire fan bases.
Damn, all the VTubers got fat ass heads, bro. Hold on, let me make myself bigger, bitch. Fuck that. I want to be bigger than you on my stream.
VTubers and further damages the reputation of the industry. The moment you buy into the illusion too much and forget that these VTubers are just normal human beings doing their job as entertainers, is the moment you start to slip on the edge. The moment you stop being a fan and start seeing yourself as their friend or lover, is the moment you need to take a step back. All of us are parasocial towards
Yeah, back
someone
up,
else.
chat. I know you in love with me. Back up, chat. You need to take a step back. Listen to his words. Y'all motherfuckers in love with me. Y'all want me. Y'all need me.
Something in various degrees. But when you start substituting parasocial relationships for actual real relationships, realize that you're falling on the deep end.
Oh my God, I'm
The
so deep.
parasocial
I'm beyond deep, bro. I am beyond deep right now.
problem only becomes a problem when you let it become a problem.
Deep.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. Leave
Pretty solid, bro. Pretty solid video. My thoughts on the community. All of you guys are fucking assholes, bro. And all you do is troll me all day. Fuck you guys.